guys, welcome to a new video. Go make yourself a cup of your favorite tea because it is tea time. I'm wearing my tea time sweater. I have my tea time mug with some green jasmine tea, and I am ready to react to your guys' assumptions about me. I feel like I'm probably the last person on YouTube to do this. I love watching these from YouTubers I follow, but I was kind of terrified of doing this video. I don't know. Some of these videos I've seen, people have gotten some pretty harsh comments. So I've asked you guys on Instagram to send in your assumptions about me, kind of things you think are true about me. And I'm gonna look through right now and let you know whether they are true or not. First one that came in is you were not popular in high school. And that one is true. Definitely. I was certainly not popular with the popular crowd in any case, let's put it that way. But I do have to say, in no way was I alone in high school. I had a fantastic group of friends, which over the years grew and grew and grew. And at the end, we became a kind of group meeting point, I guess, almost, for so many of the more social outcasts of our school. During lunch breaks and things like that, we would all kind of, band together. And we had all the kind of, outcasts, I guess, in our group. We had the emos, we had the more indie skater types, we had the really nerdy guys, like the science types. Me as the weird corset-wearing fantasy lover goth girl. And this kind of grew over different classes and even years, and it was a pretty large group in the end, and we had a fantastic time together. So even though we were definitely not popular, we had our own pretty substantial community, which was sufficient, to feel accepted, kind of in our own way, I guess. I definitely feel like I was one of the more dominant people in that group. So yeah, so there are a few assumptions about me that are along the lines of you're very smart and enjoyed school, you're super intelligent, studying comes easy to you, things like that. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of weird to say about yourself, but I do think I am pretty intelligent. It is something I do pride myself on. As far as studying goes, it very much depends. When I enjoy a subject and it interests me, then yes, studying comes very easy to me. I can read something once and remember it for pretty much forever. Subjects that don't come as naturally to me, and when I have to memorize lists of words, for example, or dates, I am not good at that at all, and it takes me a lot of effort, and it can be very frustrating. I guess I'm good at catching the drift of something, but remembering very specific details, that's a lot harder. And don't even get me started on numbers. I am the worst when it comes to numbers. It is ridiculous how bad I am with numbers. You don't have a driving license. I do actually have a driver's license. I got it in 2017, 16, I don't know, pretty late in any case. And I have to say I don't care for it much. I just got it because I felt like I had to at some point. I very rarely drive. I don't own a car. Yeah, I definitely don't use my driver's license much, but I do have it. So I have two similar ones again here. One is you come from a well-off family, and the other is you've had everything hand-fed to you. I assume you've never had to cry. So I guess in a way this is true. I come from a very normal, regular, middle-class family, so we definitely weren't rich, but we weren't poor either. And as for having everything spoon-fed to me, not necessarily. I believe I've had a very kind of normal, again, standard Dutch upbringing. But yes, I've definitely had a very easy life so far. I'm very grateful for that. My only real hardships in life have had to do with mental health. I wouldn't necessarily say I have always just been given everything I wanted, but life hasn't been extra difficult for me because of any circumstances or anything like that. You cut your own hair because at some point you had a really bad experience with a hairdresser. I don't think I've had a very bad experience with a hairdresser. It was more like a series of disappointments. I never really came home from the hairdresser happy with my haircut. They would always cut it too short or just not exactly the way I wanted it to. There wasn't necessarily one major let down that caused it. But yeah, definitely has to do with more negative experiences with hairdressers. I believe you are a sensitive person, but at the same time you are the dominant one in your relationship. I guess that is true, yes. I am definitely a very sensitive person, that is 100% true. And as for being the dominant one, slightly so. You want a large family, lots of kids, or maybe just pets? No. A large family is not something that I have ever dreamed of, really. If we ever do have kids, I don't really see myself having more than 2 or 3. And the same thing goes for pets. I currently have 4 rats, which is a lot to me. And yeah, I don't think I'd want to have many more than that. You don't usually tell people what you think of them in their faces. You keep your opinions to yourself. Change that to you never tell people what you think of them in their faces. No, that is just not something I do. I'm a very non-confrontational person. I often feel like it's unnecessary to tell people what you think of them. You are relying on your boyfriend to earn enough money for the both of you. Definitely not. That is not our situation at the moment, and it never has been. As long as we are both fully able to work and, you know, bring in money, then I feel like it's only fair to both do so. We are both definitely financially independent, and we're both comfortable with that situation. So yeah, that one's definitely not true either. You are shy, but still confident, and you don't let other people's opinions get to you. This one's not true at all. Well, no. It's half true, I am very shy, but I also very much let other people's opinions get to me. Well, again, I guess it depends on what the opinion is about. Some things I am very confident in, very sure about, and I don't care what other people think at all, but mostly I do, and especially when it affects the way people treat me, or when I feel like people don't like me because of it. That affects me a great deal, and I find it very hard to deal with that. I feel like I shouldn't care so much what other people think about me, but I definitely do, and it's a big weakness of mine, I guess. You are not the friend that makes jokes and has fun. You are the mom friend. I guess I am. I'm afraid I am the mom friend. It very much depends on the group of people that I'm in. But in general, yes, I do make fun, I definitely joke around, but I am the responsible one that will warn people, you know, to be careful and responsible. And I think I'm the mom friend. You are mature beyond your years. I do think I am. I always have felt quite mature for my age. I feel like it's not as noticeable now that I am older, especially as a child and as a teenager. I've always felt, more mature than my peers, I guess. I think that's partially what makes me the mom friend. I also feel like I'm very much growing into my age the older I get, and I feel like I am still not there yet. You are an honorable person and cherish peace above any other thing. I try to be an honorable person in any case, but I definitely don't cherish peace over anything else. I am, like I mentioned, I'm very non-confrontational. I hate confrontation, but there is a certain line, and when that line is crossed, especially when I feel like I have to protect myself or my loved ones, then I am more than willing to raise hell, and I will do it. And I have done it before, so yeah, the line is very far away, but once it is crossed, all chains are loose and I will go for it. You are nice on camera, but distant in person, an introvert maybe. Yes, I guess so. I am very introverted. The way I speak to the camera when I'm filming videos is very similar to the way I speak to my friends, which is very different from the way that I speak to strangers. So I guess if you were to meet me in real life and you didn't mention that you watch my videos so you kind of know me, I would be a lot more kind of distant and reserved and definitely quiet and awkward. You're quite short. No, that is not true. I am 173, which in feet, let me just search that. 5'8", I think. 5'8", which in the Netherlands isn't remarkably tall at all, but I think in the rest of the world it is. So yeah, I guess I'm pretty tall. This is one that I'm embarrassed about, but you never read Lord of the Rings. That is true. I have read The Hobbit, I have read several other Tolkien books, but The Lord of the Rings, I haven't been able to read it yet. I just haven't managed. I've tried and I've gotten to like almost the Council of Elrond, but I just couldn't. I do plan on trying again though. I want to reread it. I'm gonna do it when the sun comes out again and you have those beautiful days when you can just sit on the balcony all day reading a book. I want to read The Lord of the Rings then, because I feel like this is absolutely ridiculous that I haven't read it and unacceptable, and I want to set it straight. But so far, it is true. You are a perfectionist. I don't think I am, actually. I feel like I am too lazy to be a perfectionist. I really do like doing things well, but the laziness kind of combats with the perfectionism, I guess. Now, I'm definitely not a perfectionist in the classical sense, like many other people are, and I am often very happy to just finish something at good enough. You like Jane Austen books and movies. I love Jane Austen books, absolutely adore them. I don't usually like the movies that much. I feel like those stories are just way better suited for a novel than a movie, just because you have to cram so much into such a short period of time, and I feel like it takes away a lot from the story and the atmosphere. So I definitely prefer the books over the movies. Fantasy is your favorite genre of book/film. It is, but only if it's done well, because bad fantasy is the worst thing. But good fantasy is amazing, so yeah. You and your boyfriend do not like to cuddle that much. That is not true, actually. We love cuddling. And we do cuddle a lot. This is kind of weird to talk about, but yeah, love cuddling. You hate public speaking. Also not true. I actually don't have a problem with public speaking at all. I honestly prefer public speaking over unexpected small talk with strangers. I would rather present in front of 100 people. This is never something I really had a problem with, like presenting in school or in university. Yeah, I don't mind that at all, actually. You have a plan B if YouTube stops being a thing. Yes, of course I do. I think it would be very silly not to, because it depends so much on external factors that I have no influence over. And at this point in time, like pretty much my entire livelihood depends on a platform that I can't control. So I feel like it would be very unwise to not have a plan B. So yes, I do have a plan B. I actually talked about that in my last Q&A video, so you can check that out right here if you're interested in that. You are a calm person. For the most part, yes. Again, very much depends on who I'm with. If I'm with my closest friends, then I can be quite hyper and out there, I guess. Yeah, in general, I do think I am quite a calm person. You drink coffee sometimes. Very, very rarely. I don't like coffee, I don't like the taste, and I'm also pretty sensitive to caffeine, so when I do drink coffee, it has a very strong effect on me that I don't necessarily always find very pleasant. So I think maybe twice a year I'll drink coffee. Not much more than that in any case. You're maybe on the asexual spectrum. Definitely not, but I can see where that comes from. I'm a bit of a prude. When I'm around my friends and people I feel comfortable with, you'd be surprised, but I have massive issues with people coming into a private space like that uninvited by me, which includes pretty much any strangers. So I hate getting unwanted sexual comments from people. I detest that. I prefer dressing in a way that is more modest. I just very much feel like my sexuality and my sex life and all the things that have to do with that is not for the public, but only for, you know, the people that I invite to share that world with me, I guess. Sounds weird. I hope you kind of get what I'm saying. But yeah, definitely not asexual. Just a bit of a prude. So I think that was the majority of the things that have come in so far. Thank you for sending in your assumptions, guys. I am actually pretty happy with these. For the most part, I think I come across as the person I actually am in real life. And I think this was lots of fun. So if you missed my Instagram post, didn't get the chance to send in yours, I would love to continue doing this in the comments. So yeah, leave a comment with your assumption and I will try and answer a few. I really hope you enjoyed having a little chat with me. Ugh, where's my tea? I completely forgot about my tea. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for loads more beauty and lifestyle content. If you'd like to support me through Patreon or get one of these tea time sweaters for yourself, then there will be links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. There is another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!